What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Academy Sports Show. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Monday. It is 7-ish o'clock, and we are here live and in color and on time ish for you here today for your sports show's favorite sports show. This is the Academy Sports Show. Man, we've been doing this thing for a long time, and we appreciate y'all running with us as always. Please, if you're getting that notification right now, please come into the chat. Please share. Make sure you share. If you're on Facebook right now, if you're on Joe's Facebook, man, just go ahead and hit the share button. It's all good. But I feel like our audience is now making that transition to YouTube, so we greatly appreciate it. If you're on YouTube right now, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you trigger that bell if you haven't already. But most importantly, make sure you share the show, man. That way we get more people into the live feed, more opinions, more of everything. So just help us grow, man. So we appreciate everybody. We all family in here. There is no us without y'all. So thank you so much. We appreciate everybody's kind words and great comments on the show. Had one of my boys check out the show the other day at work. He was like, "Man, y'all look good." I was like, "Well, thank you. I appreciate it." We put a lot of effort into this show, put a lot of effort into prepping for the show, and we look forward to every Monday. So please share the show. We're trying to get it to grow more and more and more every day. And once again, if you want to be a sponsor of the show, we haven't had a sponsor in a while because we both been working whatever, but we're going to try to get hop back on the sponsorship. So if you want to be a sponsor of the show, man, just DM us. Let us know if you got a product to push, if you got an event to push. We are the guys to push it. You understand me? So let us know. Go ahead. You can hit us up at academysportshow@gmail.com if possible. It's 2 S's if you want to be formal about it, or if you know both of us individually, you can hit up Jay Will or can hit up myself. But academysportshow@gmail.com is a great way to get a hold of us. All right. I'm your host, Andre Douglas, and to break down this wild week of sports is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Joe Williams.
What's good, everybody? What's good, man? Listen up, man. It was a great sports weekend. Welcome to everybody to the show. Dennis, what's up, man? The Detroit fans are in the building, man. Listen, they are so excited because Matthew Stafford is in the Super Bowl. I'm happy for y'all, man. I'm truly happy for y'all. Dennis, Leonardo, Stafford is in the big game, man. Y'all should be proud. Y'all should be proud. Way to go, Lions fans. Somebody else left and made it to the Super Bowl. Great job.
Stick around.
And I will admit 100% that was a troll. Okay? I just want y'all to know.
The tone, it was.
Yeah.
Stick around.
Oh, man. Welcome, everybody, to the show, man. Big show ahead tonight. We got a lot to talk about. A lot took place over the weekend. Somebody's in the Super Bowl, y'all. Somebody's in the Super Bowl. The Rams and the Bengals. We give you our thoughts, man. We share our thoughts about that Bengals-Chiefs game. We share our thoughts about that Rams-49ers game. Two very good football games. This whole playoffs, man, was crazy. This might have been one of the craziest playoffs we've ever had in a long, long time, man. But at the end of the day, man, we got two finalists. Super Bowl 56 is set in LA. We'll share our thoughts. And we'll share our early thoughts on Super Bowl. But you know you got to wait till next week for predictions. Y'all already know. Also, Trivia Night is in the building. What the meme is in the building. We got to guess what the meme. Shout out to Dennis Coleman, man. DC, appreciate you shooting us over a what the meme candidate for this week. So we're going to throw that up along with some others. Trivia Night, man. We're trying to get back in it. Plus, you know the NBA is in full swing. Got to check our scores, man. Player eliminator. I had Giannis last week. Ooh. I had Giannis last week. I checked the scores today, and I did really well. But I'm not sure how Dre's player did, so we have to see how that goes. Y'all see the look on his face, though? I think that bodes well for me. I don't know. We'll see. So we got that. We got all that. We got much more. Y'all know how we do, man. Shout us out. Make sure y'all share the feed. Make sure you say something to somebody about the show. And as always, man, have something to say because we're going to say it back. Let's get it going tonight on Academy Sports Show Live.
Listen, I promise you, y'all want to stick around for this one. All right? Let's get it, Craig.
Trivia night is up.
As Joel said, as always, we got trivia night going on. I don't know what's been going on with y'all these last couple weeks now. We've been stuck at 6-3. Nobody's been able to get the right answer. The host's been getting the wrong answer. The field has been getting the wrong answers. You got to be here consistently so you can throw up them answers now. You understand me? So here we go. How trivia night works is the host, me and Joel, ask each other a question. We alternate weeks. And if we get the question correct before it pops up on the chat, we get the point. But if the field, if you guys put the correct answer up correctly first, then you guys get the point. Right now, it still stands at 6-3. You guys still hold a lead, but I feel good. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, so I'm the questioner tonight. You are the answerer person tonight. We got some people here. Everybody get ready. Remember, man, I'll try to stay Google free here. We try to go off the dome. All right. First answer in. We'll see if you can beat Dre on this one. Topic of tonight's trivia question, Dre, in honor of the wins yesterday, Super Bowl 56 being set. I'm going to ask you a Super Bowl question. Okay? There are 4 answers to this question. You need to get 3.
Wow.
Percentages are in your favor, I'll say, once you hear the question. Are you ready?
You want us to lose. Come on.
Hear the question.
And I got to answer them quickly because you know how these dudes do.
Wait to hear the question. All right, Super Bowl question. There are 4 answers. You only need 3. Here we go. What teams haven't appeared in a single Super Bowl?
Super Bowl, not championship. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Houston Texans.
Okay.
Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Did they go Minnesota Vikings?
That's your final answer? You only need 3 out of 4. There's 4 answers. You pick Texans, Lions, and you're throwing out Minnesota Vikings.
Did Cleveland go?
All right, we have an answer in the chat. So we have an answer to compare to. We just need you to just give your final answer.
Okay. And Jacksonville. Those are my 4 teams.
Okay, name them again.
I said
Lions.
Texans, Lions, Vikings,
Jaguars. All right. The correct answer is
which is that's not what I gave, okay?
Lions, Texans, Jaguars, Browns.
I said the Browns.
But you got it right. Because Leonardo's answer was the first one in. It was Lions, Texans, Chargers. That is incorrect. That is a point for the host.
When did the Vikings go to the Super Bowl?
Early on. I think back in early Super Bowl days.
Gotcha. Okay.
So good job. I see that was good. You kind of you tried to talk yourself out of that. Like we weren't gonna
get all 4. I talked myself out of Cleveland.
Yeah. I figured I think misery here, Cleveland and the Lions, I figured you get those 2.
I was thinking did what's the name get one? Not get one, but go to one. You know, y'all famous running back.
Jim Brown.
Yeah, I was like, Jim Brown go to a Super Bowl?
NFL championship, not a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the first thing in my head. Is like, not championship, Super Bowl.
Which I believe the Lions have won an NFL championship as well, right?
The 50s.
In the 50s.
Oh,
All right, so we're down 2. We got one up today. Nice job, Dre.
thank you, sir.
Thank you for everybody participating. Thank you, Leonardo, for taking the risk and jumping out there. All right. I think the Chargers, they've been there. Gold Chargers. That was I think they went with Dan Fouts. If I'm not mistaken.
Is that the Dickerson days?
No, Dickerson played for the Rams.
He looked like he played for the Chargers. All right, here we go.
All right, what the meme?
What the meme?
Shout out to DC on this one. This is the DC one, right?
Vikings went to 4 Super Bowls? Jesus.
Wow.
Dang. All right. Thanks, Dennis. All right, so as Joe said, this is what the meme right here, sponsored by Mr. Dennis Coleman, the back-to-back himself. He sent this meme in. If you want to be, if you want to be a part of the show, there's multiple ways to be a part of the show. This is the most interactive sports show that you have ever been a part of in your whole life. ESPN, they tell you to call in, you never get in. Fox Sports Show, they tell you to call in, you never get in. They tell you to tweet this, they put it on the screen, it never happens. This sports show right here is the most interactive sports show ever. If you got a what the meme, if you got a meme, you sitting on the toilet, sitting in the bed, sees this, oh man, I'm gonna send this to the guys. Hit us up. Send it to us directly or hit us on Gmail at spaghettisportsshow@gmail.com. And we will throw your meme up. We will do your trivia question. And if you feeling froggy, we will put you on this screen. So we are your favorite sports show just because we are so interactive. And this meme right here was sent to us. It said pick 3. Now it was vague. Is it pick 3 right now? Pick 3 to start a franchise? Pick rank 1 through 3. So it just says pick 3. Did you get any more context?
Nope. I think I got the picture for next week's show.
As we speak right now.
I'm assuming it's 3 out of 5, and I would go currently now.
All right, let's do it. Currently now?
Now, yes.
What, barring Damian Lillard's current injury?
Right. I guess you got to go with what you know about Dame.
Right now, what I know about Dame, I'm going Luka, Dame, Ja.
Ooh.
Right now.
Interesting. Right now. Luka, Dame, Ja?
Luka, Dame, Ja.
Ooh.
Right now.
Man, I thought you and I were going to be the same on this one.
We could be if you picked the same 3 I just did.
I'm not picking the same 3. I thought for sure. So Dennis is going CP, Ja, and then Dame. Man, I can't believe this because I usually cape up for this guy, but with the way these jokers been playing lately, I can't believe y'all acting like that. Oh, let me see what Leonardo says. CP3, Dame, and Ja. Okay, Ja rules. Man, how could you not? Hey, man, I got to go Ja, Luka, CP3. Like, how we CP3 done went out to Phoenix and made this team a championship contender.
I understand that. But Dame Lillard been making the Blazers a perennial playoff contender for years.
I know, but y'all killed me for that before because y'all talked about him being a 7th and 8th seed all the time and losing all the time.
Just because it ain't been there for a while, because he hurt. Don't forget the man. Y'all got short memories. Y'all just gonna disrespect Damian Lillard because he hurt right now. It's a bunch of Dame disrespect.
Aren't those 3 playing better than Dame this year, though?
I'm going on. Listen, I'm saying it. Skill set, the guy that I trust, and I seen it with my own 2 eyes, I'm going Dame Lillard. Just because he hurt right now don't mean I'm not taking him over Chris Paul. I'm taking Dame over Chris Paul. 100% healthy, both guys.
Ooh-wee.
Does Chris Paul have a better team than Damian Lillard? Of course. But I'm going Dame time. I'm going with a 50 burger over a dude, over a point guard. I'm not discrediting. You're not going to get me to say anything bad about Chris Paul right now. I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be the guy. But Dame, no. Let's be honest. Just out of sight, out of mind, I'll give y'all that. But it's Dame, no. Come on, y'all. Slow down. It's Dame. Because if Ja wasn't killing right now, none of y'all would be saying Ja and y'all would be saying Dame. Let's be
honest. 100% true. But here's the thing. He's not just killing. He's in the MVP conversation.
Then says Luka's trying to find his 3-point shot. He's in a slump. And so is Steph. But if Steph was in here, you would still take him. Steph done missed 80 of his last 143s. Okay? But any one of us would take Steph Curry right now. Slump is a slump is a slump. I get you. An injury is an injury is an injury. You got to respect Dame. You got to respect him. Don't act like this man ain't been putting up numbers for a long time. Don't act like this dude ain't took the Trailblazers to the playoffs for like 8 straight years when nobody wants to go to the Blazers and play. Don't act like this dude ain't put out big-time teams in the playoffs. Let's go. Don't disrespect that.
Oh, man. Next time we talk about Dame and Carmelo Anthony, cape up for him then. Goodness.
Listen, CP, point guard, not taking nothing away from him. Phoenix, number 1 seed, first team to 40 wins this year. Got to the Western Conference Finals last year. Elevates every team that he goes on.
Wait, no, got to the NBA championship last year.
Oh, NBA championship, excuse me. NBA championship last year. I ain't taking nothing away from CP right now. But it's the question. You say pick 3. Dame, a fully healthy Dame. It's time. I got to.
Okay. Fair. Okay. All right. I'm convinced. I've been swayed. CP goes off. I'm going Dame, Luka, Ja.
Hey, let's go. I don't get this often. Nice. In Ice Trader game, he just ain't there. He not. I'm sorry, Trey.
People buckets, but not again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pick 3 before him.
Yeah, no, I can't do Trey. I'm sorry. All right, so shout out to Dennis for sending us that one. What they saying? They chatting. Throw them up here. Give them they do.
Let's see. Everybody's with you. That killer instinct though for Dame. It's Dame time. Kobe said that's truth about Steph. If he was on this list, we'd pick him for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody agrees. Dame is for real. Dame went off versus my Nuggets in the playoffs last year, but it wasn't enough. And we in sync hit the bell. So 100%. Everybody's agreeing. Dame questioned immediately, how can you go with CP3 over with CP3 in this one? But CP3, Ja, Dame, Luka's getting some love.
I think that question, and while we're either waffling back and forth, it's a testament to Ja. I think the testament right now is to Ja, because I think everybody's got Luka on this. I believe if Ja wasn't going off this year, it would have been some kind of configuration of CP, Dame, and Luka. Everybody would have had some kind of configuration of that. But Ja's going crazy right now.
Bro, he's going nuts.
You can't deny it. So if this question is about right now, right this second, everybody got to have Ja on the list. So it's just a testament to Ja.
All right.
Where's Ja? All right, next up, talking about the young fellas. Got this one off the web. You get 10 years to build your franchise around one duo. We had an iteration like this before. Let's try to run it back again. Let's see if we on the same thing here. You get to start off your team with D Rose and Carmelo, T Mac and Ja, Trey and Grant, Penny and Tatum.
Before we answer this one, curveball being thrown: Pelican CP or Sun CP?
I take Sun CP.
I take Sun CP too. I'm all day Sun CP. This was tough. I wish two guys on this were in different pictures, and then I know exactly what to do. Man, 10 years to build your franchise around one duo. I have a new puppy that's now finding his voice, and
I was about to say, he talking now. That's what's up.
Yeah, he barks at you when you're eating, and he wants food from you. He starts barking. Okay, I'm gonna take. Oh, James is right on the page. Same page as me, James. I'm taking Rose and Melo in this. I'm taking Rose and Melo. I really wish that was Melo and Ja, like young Melo and Ja, because like T-Mac, yeah, but Grant always got hurt. Ice Tray, and again, Penny, yeah, I gotta go with Rose and Melo here. Young Melo and D Rose. D Rose, if he doesn't get injured, bro, might have gone down.
Listen, they was putting Derrick Rose MVP numbers against Ja's numbers right now. They're very familiar. Get the word out. They're very familiar.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Rose and a young Melo. That young Melo back then when he should have went to the Bulls when he was a free agent. My man should have went to the Bulls. He ended up staying in New York. But Perry just said it, man. Rose got injured and that changed the game. So, I got to go with those two. If Melo was over there with Ja and it was T-Mac and Rose, though, I might have leaned towards Ja and Melo. But yeah, I got to go Rose and Melo on this one.
Listen, if that Penny and Tatum was like Penny and Jokic and Penny and Embiid, I would take that. Like
yeah, because I'm still waiting on Tatum to be that dog, bro. That you know how we feel about the Celtics.
Yeah, I know how you feel about you. You not here. I'm there with Tatum. You're not ready to give it to him quite yet.
Yeah, not yet.
To you, I think maybe you think he a front runner. He get his and his team don't really elevate like that.
And I think maybe it's just he's on a poorly built team and that's diminishing him for me. But
yeah. Yeah,
I knew that was going to come up. Should have been a Piston. I knew that was going to happen.
But would they have won the champ? That's my thing, though. When people bring that up, Carmelo, would they have won the championship if they had Carmelo? I don't know. Because Tayshaun wouldn't have got run. And is Carmelo locking down Trace McGrady in that first round like Tayshaun did?
Right.
I don't know. Y'all, we found y'all. I'm gonna say y'all because I'm not a huge Pistons fan. Y'all found a diamond in the rough of what the overflowing going to work Pistons was in Tayshaun Prince, and y'all found this lanky dude that can hit an open J but can shut down anybody's primary guy, which left Rip and Chauncey open to do whatever they wanted. So, but was Carmelo going to be that guy? I don't know. Was Carmelo going to play defense? Maybe you caught him early on his year. Larry Brown would have made him play defense. I don't know. But that's a different role. But I would say 60 to 75% of the people that commented on the photo that I found today all said Derrick Rose and Carmelo. And I'm going to go with that too. I think Derrick Rose and Carmelo would have been more of a dominant duo for the next 10 years than these other guys. I feel like Tatum and Penny is kind of like the Tatum and Brown thing. You got two big guard, wingish kind of people, I feel like Penny would have been a better duo with a big. And then I think Trey and Grant, those are two dudes that need the ball in their hands. Same thing with McGrady. I don't know. Yeah, I think the best mesh here is Rose and Carmelo. What we got?
Didn't say yep because players will want to come there. They built a blue collar team in Detroit to win that chip with randoms. Tatum would be a dog without Jaylen Brown. Brown gets buckets too. Didn't say what about Nuggets Mello and Bulls Rose?
Who's giving up the ball?
Yeah, Nuggets Mello was definitely in his in the ball stops here day.
Yeah, he was. They called him a black hole for a reason.
Oh man, but you got a couple people going with McGrady and Ja though. Leonardo said McGrady and Ja. Perry said McGrady and Ja. So you got a couple of McGrady and Ja's out there. T-Mac was there. T-Mac was there, but I wasn't a crazy T-Mac fan.
Tracy was my favorite player growing up. So that was my guy, but I don't know. I think McGrady was a black hole too. He may have pivoted his game style more though, because McGrady never had help. He tried to get Tim Duncan. He got Grant Hill, but none of that ever worked out, and it was always just him. Yao Ming got hurt. He thought that was going to be something. McGrady never had a team, and then by the time he caught a groove, he always got hurt. So he got hella scorer titles, 8th seeds in the East, 8th seeds in the West. Great scoring outputs, great Christmas Day games, but that's about it. All right. So I saw this on Twitter. Bleacher Report tweeted this out when the whole Tom Brady retired, but he didn't really retire thing came out. So they put out a tweet. Who is the greatest athlete of all time? I remember, I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago, I think we did something like this. Who's the greatest athlete of all time? You got guys from team sports, you got individual athletes. And I want to say let me go back to the thing because in this thread, there was a good conversation between the greatest athletes and the GOATs. Like it was two separate things. Like some of these GOATs aren't great athletes. If you get me. Like oddly, this picture doesn't have LeBron in it, right?
Right.
A lot of people that was most of the comments. Like LeBron is one of the greatest athletes of all time. Do some people consider him the GOAT? No, some people do, but I will say the majority do not. But if he's one of the greatest athletes of all time, you would say he was one of the great athletes of all time. Like Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest athletes of all time. Is he a butthole? Do we not like him? Does he have the accolades though? And is he a great athlete? So there was a thing in the comment section on Twitter between GOATs and athletes trying to get the proper depiction of the question being asked here. So it was kind of the first thoughts for you.
Well, that's an interesting way of looking at it because these are all GOATs in their respective sport. That Messi, So, these guys are all. The great one. We talk about this all the time. When you get those nicknames, that's when you know what's going on. Dennis pointed out no Kobe in this one. That's a perspective as well. Man, this is like dang near impossible though. It's just one of those we just have to do it. Or I just gotta pick one. Is that what this is? I have to pick one.
We can just have an open discussion. Like, so Tom Brady, most would say, is the GOAT of football because the quarterback is the the best position or whatever, the most captain position in football. But is he the greatest athlete of all time? I don't know if he's the greatest athlete of all time. He plays an athletic sport. Is he athletic?
Is he athletic though? Right.
It's got to be a level of athleticism to play football for 20 years, no matter what the position. But is he the greatest athlete of all time? Is Michael Jordan the greatest athlete of all time? You could say he has the accolades. He plays a team sport. Then you get to the individual people like Serena. Some people will say she's the greatest athlete of all time because she plays an individual sport and she has the accolades and she's the best in her sport. So does that rank her ahead of all the other team sport guys? You got Michael Phelps, the most decorated athlete of all time, most Olympic
decorated,
yeah. And then Simone Biles is right behind him. But these guys are competing against the world. They're not just competing against people. You know what I'm saying? They're not competing against people of their region.
In their league.
Against world people. Usain Bolt, the fastest man alive, smiling at people while he's just dusting them. So this is to me, it was a hard question.
Yeah, I mean, let me hear from the group, man. Hear from the chat. Like, what y'all think, bro? Like, name somebody. Like Kobe said, we need some categories. Dennis pointed out Carl Lewis. I remember growing up on Carl Lewis. So that's definitely he's definitely one of the greatest Olympians ever. I'm gonna go. I don't feel like I don't know about this one.
Twitter was going crazy, man. And
if we're gonna go athletes,
they were putting people in categories. Like, this is the GOAT category. This is the athletic category.
Look, there you go.
It must be nice to live in a world where one answer is always the right answer.
Hey man, listen. I don't want to do the get off my lawn moment. I'm not gonna do that. And Leonardo say he passes on this one. And Perry says it ain't no debate with me. Listen, I'm not gonna do the get off my lawn. So I'm just gonna look at these and go, the greatest to me by just impact in my lifetime, the one that I was the most, like, I guess, in awe of or enamored by, that's gonna be MJ for me. It's gonna be MJ for me, just because that's the one for me. That's my generational GOAT. That is in my youth. That was like amazing. That was just. It's still right to this day. He's the one player that of all sport that I still just 100% will watch anything having to do with him. Watched all the videos when I was younger. You know, I mean, it was just kind of that. I was a fan of hockey to a degree. I remember Wayne Gretzky, not even Edmonton Oilers Gretzky, but LA Kings Gretzky. So that's a big one for me too. But I'm gonna just go with the one GOAT on this list that to me has the most impact is gonna be MJ for me. So I'll just pick him. This is like impossible to do though. You cannot take this away from any of them. They are all the greatest, arguably the greatest of their sport ever. Barry said, okay, I'll base it on whose name is on the majority of my sneakers. There's my answer. DC said, need more on this photo. I'll pass too. Hey, the chat don't want to get in, bro. They don't want to get in. Everybody's just respect to everybody. I'm just going to stay out of this one.
Respect to everybody. Yeah, man. Like when I first saw it, my initial thing was the Olympians, right? Like Michael Phelps, Simone Biles, like these dudes train all day, every day to be the best in the world. And they're the best in the world
years
at what they do in dominance. And you only pay attention every 4 years to it.
4 years.
But all the stuff in between their dominance as well, all the mid-majors, all the competitions, all the stuff to gear up for those every 4 years, they stay dominant. Usain Bolt, dominance. Then you get a whole nother side of the country. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world. So you're talking about Messi, Pele, Ronaldo. Like these dudes are goats over there. And you see how big that field is? Them dudes is athletes. Soccer is an exhausting sport.
A lot of running. A lot of running.
So I don't know. I was pinpointing towards Usain Bolt and Serena. Those are kind of the two that I was waffling between. Because I feel like Serena is probably the best tennis player ever, man or woman. But Usain Bolt was just so physically gifted. He destroyed people. Every single, like, he's the fastest man ever.
Yep.
So, okay. I guess I'll go with the field here and say, I'm not going to pick.
Oh, man. All right, fine. I stand by my answer.
Okay. All right. So that was what the meme. If you got a meme for us, go ahead and send it to me or Joel. If you know us personally, man, hit us in the DMs. Let us know. Shout out to Dennis who sent us that first meme. Or you can just throw it to the show page, DM the show, DM the show on Facebook or Instagram. We'll get it. Oscar Schmidt. Brazilian basketball.
You get a bell for that.
All right. We'll definitely do our Googles after this. All right. So I definitely wanted to kick this show off the right way. So here we go.
Slow clap for my man.
I take it back. I don't want to see this crap.
Oh,
I take it back. When he was traded, I said, oh, good for Stanford. We got some draft picks. I'm happy for him. I want to see him prosper. I take it back.
You're hating, Dre.
I hate this. I don't want to be here right now. Sit down, Matt Stafford. I am not rooting for Matthew Jebediah Stafford. I'm not doing it.
Why'd you call this white man Jebediah?
I'm not doing it. He's going to the Super Bowl. He was here for 10 years, and we ain't sniffed a Super Bowl.
Please clip this for tomorrow, please.
His first season. Super Bowl. Really? Really? Pat Stafford? Really? I don't care. We had crappy coaches. I don't care. We ain't have a run game. I don't care. We ain't have a line. I don't care.
I don't care that our team
Take us to the promised land, Matt Stafford.
I don't care that our team sucked. We had no support.
You had all this talent in your arm, and you couldn't get us a playoff win? I ain't rooting for you. I'm not rooting for Matt Stafford. I hope he lose. I tried to be positive. I did. I tried to be positive. Oh, he went to the Rams. I was picking the Rams. Oh, yeah, this is a great football team. And they just keep adding pieces. And look at Stafford go. Yay, Stafford. He wins. We win. No, we don't win. We ain't win nothing. We got Jared Goff. That's what we got. We got Jared Goff. We sit here with Jared Goff, 5 yards, 3 and out, Jared Goff. And Matt Stafford's going to the Super Bowl. I take it back. I take it back. I'm not happy for him. He should have did it for us. I'm sorry. That's just how I felt. I was watching him crying. His little ugly wife holding him on the field. And they having a moment, and they just enjoying and soaking up the moment. Care about your moment. You're supposed to do it in Honolulu blue and silver. You go to LA, go to the Super Bowl. Saving our predictions for next week, but you can tell who I'm picking. Jared Goff. That's all I got.
I can't believe you were that guy, Dre. I'm disappointed.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not.
I'm disappointed in you, sir. I thought you had finally come around. Yo, talk about this man's wife. Oh, the bad reporter is very bad. Look, you listen. You definitely got the chat fired up. I said that when the trade was made. Goff had his best days in LA. So glad for Stafford. Look at that, man. Oh, now I'm getting trolled. Joe Blow, please don't pick the Bengals. Oh, man. Sir, I'm extremely disappointed in you because I thought you had finally come around. I thought you had finally accepted the fact that your ownership is horrible, that you don't build around your players like you're supposed to. And here you've taken 10 steps back. You've regressed, and I'm just so disappointed that you really did this. You really went on this rant about what he should have done when the bottom line is this man has some talent around him that he never got here in Detroit, and you're still going to be one of those crazy Lions fans. So unfortunate, bro. I'm saving my pick for next week. And then Perry, you might want to gird yourself. I might pick the Bengals.
Oh,
middle finger to the Ford family. It's a circus for them. And they still pay for tickets. That's the part that I like to troll the most. I was just telling Mo that. Lions fans pack the stadium. They pack the stadium. And they go in hoping to see a victory and come out angry at the team like they actually had a chance to win the game. It is amazing to listen as you walk away from Ford Field and listen to these fans get so upset about what should be expected of them. This fan base is different. And here you are, Andre, doing it on this show. Man. Well, I'll say this, Mr. Stafford. Congratulations. As a fan of a team that's never been to the Super Bowl, it's been a pleasure to live in the metropolitan Detroit area and to watch you play here in the Honolulu blue and silver and do your very best with mediocre talent. You did your very best. No front office support, horrible coach. All the reasons that Dre just listed, Mr. Stafford, I want to say to you, congratulations. On behalf of myself and the entire Academy sports community, outside of Dre, because everybody else tonight seems to be loving on you. Mr. Stafford, congratulations. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it would be a pleasure for me if you guys got a dub because it's not the ones that have come around that I want to laugh at. It is the ones like Mr. Douglas here that I'm going to hilariously enjoy as another Lion leaves and wins a ring. Oh, boy. Perry said the Lions fan base is more delusional than your Browns fans. Absolutely. The Lions fan base might be the most delusional fan base there is in the entire NFL.
Rudeness. All rude.
Just saw this man go on this rant. I can't believe you did that. I'm disappointed in you, sir.
Listen, man.
Congratulations, Mr. Stafford.
No. Hey, no congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right. So I got that off my chest. Let's go ahead and talk about these games Let's start it off with the AFC Championship game. Go ahead, throw that up for me.
I want to point out while Perry's talking about some don't pick the Bengals. I do want to point out he texted me midway through this game when it was 21-3 and gave me a yawn meme like, "Yep, this is boring," because this looked like it was gonna be a runaway, and then Pat Mahomes went out and had an 18 QBR in the second half.
The Russians had his sister.
Right.
Yeah, this game started off pretty fast. KC was picking the pace. He was picking his defense apart. And as coaches, there's nothing better than second half adjustments. And Cincinnati's defensive second half adjustments was the key to winning this football game. Joe Burrow, being a gamer like he is, was the key to winning this football game.
Credit to that man. Credit on that one drive. Credit. Multiple first down pickups, breaking the pocket. Credit to that man. 100% credit to that man.
Tony Romo was definitely doing his thing on this broadcast. He was saying how Patrick Mahomes, they got to this point, right? Because Patrick Mahomes stopped going for those stupid deep balls, those over-contested deep balls, and he was taking what the defense was giving him. That's what he said. Take what the defense give you, take the underneath routes, run the ball, use your legs. And he did that all the first half. He was doing a great job of just taking what Cincinnati was giving him. Second half, trying to throw it downfield. No, not even targeting Tyreek in that whole second half. Like, if that's the case, just keep dinking and diming the Kelsey and just win the game. You're up 21-3. Do your job. But I put a majority on Patrick Mahomes. I say about 80-20. I put 80 on Patrick Mahomes and about 20 on Andy Reid for not getting him in his butt, telling him to just take the checkdowns. Like, at that point, you gotta be like, hey bro, we got a 21-3 lead. Chill out. Where's your blame go?
My blame's gonna go 70-30 same way. You can't have an 18 QBR in the second half and not take a majority of the blame, which he did take it in his presser. But Dennis's point, the Chiefs never adjusted in this game.
No.
They never adjusted. And so you're up 21-3. They didn't decide to run the ball. It was just like, we're just going to keep on taking shots. So that was disappointing. That was very disappointing. To see that, it was just that lack of adjustment there. 21-3, you guys are supposed to win. You're the Chiefs. You're supposed to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to win that game. But, I was a week too late on things coming back to haunt them. Early on in the season, a lot of deep balls, a lot of picks. He threw multiple picks yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, that was interesting. It came back a week later instead of happening last week when I picked the Bills. So, kudos to the Bengals, man. That defense really stepped up in the second half. A lot of adjustment was made in the second half. You could tell that. And, that's a surprise to me because usually Andy Reid makes those adjustments.
Yeah.
He did not. And they had to pay for it.
Yeah, the Bengals in a lot of four-man rush, cover two shell in that first half. And they switched it up. They switched up to a three-man rush and man. And that threw what they kind of dropped out one of them linemen every once in a while as a spy. And they flustered Patrick Mahomes. Like, he couldn't get nobody open. And I feel like once you get to like the fourth quarter, mid-fourth quarter, and you see what they're doing, like once you go to man, you got to give Tyreek the ball. Like, nobody can keep up with this guy. Like, just do some mesh concepts, do some level concepts, get this dude in open field. I love, we're going to talk about the Rams, but they found ways to get Cooper Kupp the ball because they know where their bread is buttered. Those wide receiver screens, those post outs, like those things, they were getting that man the ball because they knew who the guy was. And then Odell was pretty much their pace guy, like just dink and dunk. I'm going to get these first downs with Odell's when I'm taking my shot with Cooper. It just felt like Patrick Mahomes was doing way too much, and he couldn't adjust to the new defense that he was seeing in that second half. And then let's talk about Cincinnati for a minute. Like, this is a team. I'm not bringing it up to to throw any shade, but this is a team you thought was going to get blew out. So, how do you think Cincinnati did?
Yeah, I did. I thought, and I was right for a half a game.
Sure, for sure.
You just got to tip your hat, right? They made the adjustment defensively in the second half, and then, hey man, Joe Burrow and this team, they clearly believe in him. They clearly see him as as their leader, and it's just a matter of really a good mesh of trusting your teammates and trusting your coaching staff. And second half, man, they came out and did their thing. And the defensive adjustment, being able to pressure Mahomes, defense is flying everywhere, hitting, popping, and then their offense gets going. You just can't write it any better than that. So mad respect to him. I was wrong. I picked him to get blown out, and I was 100% wrong, and that was it.
So another thing, that's clear hole. The Jamar Chase factor, they were definitely bracketing this dude all the first half. Then they just found ways to get him open in the second half. And I think Andy Reid got out coached. He definitely got out coached in the second half.
Yeah, that's the lack of adjustments, right? Like they adjusted, Andy Reid didn't. They stayed with what they thought would work, and that's all she wrote. Season's over.
I feel like the most arrogant possibly. Let me see if you see it the same way as me. I feel like Kansas City's last drive in regulation. They get all the way down to the 10-yard line. They get a first down. They score quickly. You give Joe Burrow the ball back with a minute or so left. I think Cincinnati only had one timeout or something like that. But they run it. It doesn't seem like they're trying to score, right? They seem like they're trying to take as much time off as possible. And then you have that really bad sack that Mahomes takes, and you got to set up for a field goal for the tie. Do you think that they were trying to do that? They was trying to take time off, or do you really think they were trying to score? Because I think they were trying to take as much time off the clock as possible and thinking they could just score whenever they wanted to.
Yeah, I exactly think that's what it was. And I get the strategy because by the time it all was said and done, they were out of timeouts. Cincinnati was out of timeouts. So it's one of those things where once you got those timeouts burned, be aggressive, go get it. It's too late. It's third down and a lot because he done got sacked and there was nothing they could do. So it's clearly to me what I thought was happening was that they were trying to get the clock burnt. They were trying to get those timeouts burnt. And they did get the timeouts burnt. What you cannot do is you cannot take a sack right there. And that's what happened.
Yeah. All right. Well, Cincinnati. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. Never would have thought we would have said that at the start of the season. This is a team, they said they had, 4 wins last year?
4 wins last year, 2 wins 2 years ago.
Get the number 1 pick, and the Cincinnati Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Here we go. NFC Championship. Let's talk a little bit about this game.
Thank God the 49ers didn't win this game.
All right, so I feel like this game probably could have been over a lot, pretty much sooner. If Stafford didn't throw that first interception, if he hit that deep ball to that random receiver who dropped it in the end zone, I feel like they could have been up most of this game and in good control. But it just didn't. Like 49er games are just nasty. Something happens.
Games. Yep. Beat you up.
And it's just real nasty. My man could have got that interception from the 49ers and solidified that game, but he dropped that pick at the end. That was heartbreaking to see for him. Like, bro, you could have sealed the game on that one. Ramsey had a pick he dropped. This was a good game. It was a good back and forth. Garoppolo didn't blow it until
To the end.
very last second.
Yeah, to the end.
He did his part. He had a Garoppolo game. I mean, all playoffs he hasn't been stellar, like 150, 200 yards and interception each game. Win on special teams against Green Bay, barely get out of there. You get all the way here, and you know what you got to do. You got to run the ball. You got to have your defense stand up. They could not run the ball against the Rams. The Rams' run defense was excellent this whole game, and you knew Aaron Donald was going to do something. Like he couldn't go this whole game without doing anything. He had the biggest play of the game.
So, can you say 2? That's how many touchdowns before this game the 49ers had scored on offense. 2. Like this definitely should have been, to me, it feels like it could have been a bigger score, like you said. But the 49er defense is just so like they just beat you up all game long. And they seem to have a Rams number. Remember, the 49ers were 6. Garoppolo was 6-0 against this team.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't beaten them in 6 tries. And when the Rams missed that field goal, I was thinking like, oh, crap, here we go.
There we go.
And I think from now on, when it comes to the 49ers, you should say defense and Debo travels. Because Debo Samuel is just a man-child.
Yes, he is.
Like, you got to get his man the respect. This dude is a man-child.
I felt his pain on that bench because he did everything.
He did everything he possibly could. Look at that, man.
Dropped it.
You got to catch that.
You got to catch that.
Oh, you got to catch that.
You got to catch that. Hit him right in the shoulder.
That was the Stafford moment where you guys could have had a chance to go, see, I told you Stafford was going to blow it. Oh, great catch, Odell.
Yep. 30-yard catch, 15 penalty, extra 45 yards. Killed him. Give Cooper Kupp the ball. Oh. They found a way to keep getting this man the ball. And then Odell was the perfect pace guy. He was the perfect third down option. He was a perfect guy. That was a horrible play call. Sean McVay said that was my bad. Yeah, that was your bad. That was a horrible play call.
He missed 140 earlier. And I was like, this dude, they don't have a good field goal kicker.
Yeah, bad penalty. Now, after this, Kyle Shanahan's record under pressure came up. Ugh. Come on, Ramsey. After he lost the Super Bowl in Atlanta, then had to lead against Kansas City in the Super Bowl, lost that. Now this.
No, I'm sorry, I don't subscribe to that, man. Look what this dude has done with this 49ers team the last 3 years, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't subscribe to that. This team is. I mean, this team was 2-4 the first 6 games. I mean, practically counted the team out. They got healthy, and they're doing it with Jimmy Garoppolo. They made a run. They got in the playoffs, and that's all it's about in the NFL, right? Get a chance. Get to the playoffs, get a chance. Look at this dude. Get a chance. And then once you get that chance, what do you do with it? And these dudes dang near turned it into a Super Bowl run.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't subscribe to the whole, coach's pressure thing and all of that. Bottom line is the Rams, were resilient, and they came back and did what they needed to do. That's it. The Rams did it. The 49ers played a heck of a game. The defense did exactly what you wanted it to do. It kept you in it. And you needed Jimmy G to make some plays. That was the reason why most people picked the Rams. Because if you needed to pick and you need Jimmy G to make a play for you, you're just not going to count on it.
Mm-hmm.
So if it came down to Jimmy G in the last minute and a half to get for the win, here's what most people think is most likely going to happen. Now, obviously, he throws it sideways to a guy tips the ball and it's easy catch. Now, Was this third down? I think it was 3rd and 10, right?
Yeah, he did. He couldn't take a sack. Couldn't take a sack. They didn't have. I don't think they had timeouts.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm thinking like, well, why not? At that point, throw it away. Like you gotta live this. You gotta live
Yeah,
this.
that was 3rd and 13. Didn't want to take a sack.
You don't want to take a sack. I got you. Throw it away. But that's hindsight. At the end of the day, I'm just so happy this isn't a 49ers Bengals Super Bowl. 49ers, I think you should move on if Trey Lance is ready. If not, I think you got to keep Jimmy Garoppolo there because that's how you're built. You're not built to have a starting quarterback that's going to dominate. You're built defense first. Go for it.
Yeah, I don't see them keeping. I don't see them keeping him. I don't see them keeping Jimmy G. They said his cap hit is too big. Trey Lance is gonna have to step up, and then this offense is gonna become some kind of hybrid Ravens kind of looking thing with Trey Lance,
yep,
and Deebo Samuel, and they're just gonna try to figure out how to make them effective that way. But the Rams won that football game, and the two things can be true: the Rams won that football game, and the 49ers lost that football game.
Mm-hmm. All right, so said since they're allowing gambling, you have to wonder if there's money bet for losing. Dennis said I took the first half of my bets and cashed in. Leonardo said the Bengals made the adjustment, but Mahomes did it in the second half. They didn't play for P. Ryan, and that was the X factor. Stephen A. called it. So, do they deal Woods and keep OBJ? Good question. He's coming off of an ACL tear. I think they'll give him a shot to show what he's got. It'll be a little competition battle.
Nah, they ain't got the money to keep Odell. Odell gonna want some money now. This Rams team ain't got no money. They ain't got no draft picks. They don't have the assets. Even if they cut Woods or deal Woods, I don't think they'll still have enough money left over for what Odell wants. This is a one and done for Odell. This is a one and done for Von Miller. These guys are out. So
mercenaries.
It's win or go home. It's win and go home for these guys. Like they go win the chip and then they gonna go somewhere else. Odell's gonna want to get paid, and so is Von Miller. So this is it. So you might as well just hope Robert Woods can play that same role.
You heard it here first.
So here we are, Cincinnati Rams Super Bowl. Who would have thought? Who would have?
A lot of people had the Rams. Nobody had the Bengals.
Nobody had the Bengals. Like Joe said, we'll wait till next week to give our predictions. This week is Pro Bowl week, so we got to stomach through a Pro Bowl, and then we'll
like hearing them mic'd up.
Yeah, we'll get back on Monday with a full breakdown of our Super Bowl, and then it's no more football, and then that's it for football. Then we make that pivot more to the NBA, NCAA basketball, men's basketball. There was a big Michigan State thing there that did not go Michigan's way. So, Coach K's last season, there's storylines there, guys. We do our due diligence, but football, we're going to miss you, football.
We're going to miss you, football.
All right. Anything else you got on championship games?
Way too early predictions, not giving one. This is going to be a good one. I think this is going to be a good game, though. I think Bengals defense will do enough to stay in it. So it's going to be fun to watch Burrow go, see how he does. That defensive line for Rams, they have the advantage. Stafford and Burrow's a nice matchup. I like it. Go, Stafford. Go,
so finally, player eliminator. This man won 2 years in a row for a reason. You understand me? Okay. Last week he picked Giannis. Giannis, 38. Week before that, Trae Young, 37. Giannis gave me 30 when I picked him. I picked Luka Thought he was gonna give me a hot night. He gave me a hot 25. So what those margins are, I don't really care. I know I'm negative something. So as player eliminator works, we both pick a player. That player's point stats goes towards our cumulative stats, and the catch is we can only pick that player once. So Joel has already burned Trae Young and Giannis, and now he's picking Kyrie Irving versus Sacramento on Wednesday. Are you sure Kyrie can play that game?
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, It is Wednesday,
Sacramento?
February 2nd. It is at Sacramento, 10 o'clock p.m.
All right. And then I got Jason Tatum versus Charlotte on Wednesday. So both our players play Wednesday. And hopefully Tatum gets another 50 burger. Come on, Jason Tatum. If I could pick Dame Lillard right now, I would. Come on, Damian Lillard. But yeah, man, that's it. Dennis says here in Vegas, and the draft is in April. Yep, we got to look forward for the draft. They gave Coach K a custom bottle of Makers. Coach K is on his tour right now. He's on his retirement.
On a world tour with my man.
He's on the world tour right now. Deservedly. Yes, but that's it, man. I ain't got much else. What about you?
Hey, the Olympics start this week. You gonna watch?
This is the Winter Olympics?
Yeah.
I'm more of a Summer Olympics kind of guy.
Or slalom skiing or ice skating or bobsled. Nothing?
I'm out.
That was quick. Quick out there. I'm gonna watch a little bit. Maybe we'll do a segment on the Winter Olympics. I'm gonna watch a little bit.
I did have the pleasure of watching nephew go get some this weekend.
Yes, sir. We'll have to put the highlights up next week. That was fun, man. First 7-on-7 weekend, and he did his stuff thizzle, man. I was very proud of him. First experience, first ever, going against that new level of competition, trying to get that exposure. And my man was head tapping on some people. I'm like, okay, I see you had a bunch of picks. This weekend as well. And so I appreciate you coming out, Dre, man. And that was fun. Can't wait. Next stop is we're going down to Gatlinburg, Tennessee at the end of February. So
nice. Nice. Go get them, young fella. Get them highlights up.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well,
we said watch the stupid Kevin Hart version on Peacock. Yeah, that's always funny. I'm gonna have to check that out. They be going off, so that's always funny. But yeah, man, Olympics this week. I'm gonna watch a little bit. You should check it out. See if you can find something you can like. While we wait for for the big Super Bowl weekend. And it's also I think NFL Honors is this week. I feel like it's either Thursday or it's next Thursday before the Super Bowl. Yeah. We get to find out who won the MVP.
Gotcha. And I think hopefully we find out whether Tom Brady really retired or not.
Yeah, come on, Tom. Man, just hang it up. You know it's Shefty and then reporting it. You know it's probably true. Come on,
he not giving it to him. He's like, I'm not giving y'all that. I'm not giving it to you. They had some source, and the funny thing is, ESPN is still rolling with it. Like we don't care.
Rolling with it.
We are going with our reporters. Our reporter said you retired, so you're retired. We don't care. My man, Dad came out and said no. Tom Brady was right. Yeah, no, I have not said anything. But Schefter said it. It's true. Let's run it.
Usually, when Schefter says it, it's true. You just Tom, maybe one last time. You're trying to control the narrative. I get it. Go ahead, let it go, bro. Perry said, yeah, somebody got named Joe Blow told me, not named Joe Blow told me about your offspring highlights. Bro, they're on Instagram and on Facebook. Check one of your social medias at some point and you will see them. I know you check something because we watch Country Wayne every day. So check your stuff. Who told you? Did Jazz tell you? Jazz must have told you, Barry. Offspring's highlights.
I hate social media.
I low-key hated myself. Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, so that's it, man. Yep, that's my extra piece though. Olympics this week. I'm watching.
All right. Well, that is it for us. Once again, make sure you follow all our modes of social media, being Facebook, IG, and most importantly, the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to it if you haven't already, and trigger that bell if you haven't already. And the most important part is share, man. Make sure you share the feed. And if you got some business decisions you want us to post anything about your business or event or anything you got coming up, let us know. Hit us up at academysportshow@gmail.com. We'll get right back to you. Or if not, hit us up individually. Follow your man JWill02 on Instagram. Follow me as well at Dre_on-air on Instagram as well. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you guys next week. On behalf of myself, Andre Douglas, Joel Williams.
Enjoy the Olympics and go Stafford. See you guys next week. Super Bowl talk. Next Monday, 7 o'clock. Live. Look at that face. You're a hater, bro. I'm so disappointed in you today. So disappointed.